Without Project Clean Slate, there is no telling where I would be right now.
It gave him back his life, because once he got the felony, it seemed like life was over.
Being unemployed, being depressed, being a burden. Project Clean Slate helped wipe those things away. I can't say thank you enough. I am now able to work for a reputable airline. Detroit had my back, all because I live in Detroit.
All right, welcome to this edition of In the Conference Room with Mark S. Lee. As you know, this is your source for information from not just across the city of Detroit, but across the entire metropolitan area of the state, as well as across the country. We provide you with the latest information and news that you can use with business leaders from across the region. And today is no exception. My name is Mark, and I'm your host, and today is no exception. And I'd like to welcome Mr. Luther Keith, and he's the executive director for Arise Detroit here in the Motor City. And we're going to talk about a major event that's right around the corner, and I'll have him provide you with the details. Luther Keith, thanks for joining me in the conference room. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Mark. Thanks for having me.
It's so good to have you as well. And you're the executive director of Arise Detroit. Before we jump into Neighborhoods Day, just a very brief review or overview, if I can talk this morning, an overview of the organization Arise Detroit.
As Arise Detroit is an 18-year-old coalition of churches, block clubs, and community groups promoting volunteerism, community activism, and positive media images to create a better Detroit. Our whole goal is to activate community, activate people in neighborhoods to do something to improve their neighborhoods, whether that be through education, through beautification projects, through all kinds of ways that are important to the community, public safety issues, and to get everybody engaged in some way in making Detroit the community we all want it to be.
Yeah, and several years ago, you started an event called Neighborhoods Day. Talk to us about the idea of Neighborhoods Day. What was the idea, the genesis of it, and how did it come about?
Well, Neighborhoods Day actually grew out of our first year for Rise Detroit. We had a big volunteer fair down in Campus Martius Park. And we had people come down and sign up, about 50 community organizations, and get people activated, volunteer to support all the other organizations. But our board member, Jane Thompson at that time, who was a board member of the Skillman Foundation, who unfortunately has passed, she said, why can't we do something in all the neighborhoods next year? And we all said, that's crazy. We're just a little organization. We can't do all the neighborhoods. She said, well, think about it. What happens in church on Sundays in church all over Detroit? All these churches have their own services, their own way. So why don't we take that model and apply it to Neighborhoods Day? And we know we're really big on the super big events, you know, the NFL draft, Grand Prix, a reopen of the train station. There was all kinds of publicity about that. We're all excited, and I applaud that. But this thing was, let's get excited about the people who live here, who never left here, and love the city and work on it every day. Let's make that a big event for the people in the neighborhoods. So that's what we've done with the Rise Detroit. And with Neighborhoods Day, unlike a lot of events, so you go down to Belle Isle, we go down to Hart Plaza, and there's thousands of people, and it's a great time. But we flipped the script on this. We said, no, we aren't going downtown. We're going to ask people to do something in their own neighborhood, on your block, on Hogarth, on Linwood, on Lawton, on Grand River. Do your event where you are. Show how you're making a difference in your community. That means you can have a food giveaway, a school supply giveaway. You can have a concert. You can have a health fair. This year we've got a run on the riverfront. We've got people cruising through the streets of Detroit on Neighborhoods Day, a car cruise, classic car cruise. We've got all kinds of health fairs, just meet and greets, people just getting to know each other, getting supplies to help your neighbor. And so each individual event is created by that organization, by that church, by that block club, by that community group. And all we ask in return, that's why we so appreciate, Mark, you giving us this forum, is people to sign up and be part of this today. We have had, since we started, we have a cumulative total of over 3,000 events have taken place on Neighborhoods Day since we started 18 years ago. And we're going to have over 100 again this year in different neighborhoods. All we ask is a modest $50 registration fee. For that, you're going to get over $400 back in goods and services. You're going to custom make banner with your name of your organization on it. You're going to get some t-shirts. If you're doing a beautification project, you're going to get a $100 voucher with one of the local hardware chains. So you can go in there and get $100 of supplies. We've just signed on McDonald's, which has agreed to give us coupons for food giveaways. And we have Myers has been a big supporter of us. We've got gift certificates from Myers as well. And of course, we put your event, if you go to our website right now, arisedetroit.org, you will see that people are already signed up. You see where it's located, who to contact. We've got the University of Detroit Mercy involved this year, where they're going to have students volunteer at one of the community beautification projects. So it's really a great event, and it's uniquely Detroit. I don't know
Yeah.
any city in America. I haven't. They may have something called Neighborhoods Day, but it's not like here in Detroit, where you have over 100 events. You can literally go, Mark, from Belle Isle to 8 Mile Road and see Neighborhoods Day events. I literally get in my car and drive all over the city to as many events as I can. And the one thing I see, the common denominator is that everybody is smiling. Everybody is
Yeah.
feeling good. And bringing people, and I don't have to stress out in these troubled times how much we need people to feel good about themselves, do something, support
Yeah.
each other. And that's what Neighborhoods Day is. And we weren't started by a big foundation. We don't have millionaires behind us. We have people that look just like you and me every day, live in the city, work in the city, and love the city. And it's been so gratifying to see the response that we have gotten. But every time someone registers with us, and again, you can register at our website right now, arisedetroit.org. It's a little statement of hope. It's a little beacon of sunshine for the people in the city of Detroit. They say, oh, somebody else also wants to be part of this. Somebody else also wants to be part of that. And so we bring a lot of people together in a lot of different ways. And
That's
so
awesome.
And so some people confuse it with Motor City Makeover when we had Motor City Makeover, but Neighborhoods Day is not just a cleanup day. Though there are a lot of cleanup projects, but it's for all kinds of projects. Like I say, like school supply giveaways, helping out at schools, giving people food. There's music, there's art. Belle Isle Art Fair is part of this again, a huge event that is at Belle Isle. We're going to have events along the Avenue of Fashion, between 7 and 8 Mile in Detroit, all over Detroit. All over the city, almost every zip code, you're going to find people participating on this day.
And this is the 18th or the 19th one?
This is the 18th. It's August the 3rd.
18th.
It's always the first Saturday of August. So this year it'll be August the 3rd. The registration deadline is up until July 12th. So we're registering people right now. You can go online. You can register online. You can pay by online or you can pay by check. And we'll get all the services out to you. And we have some great media partners like yourself for helping us get the word out. And again, I just like to make people get excited about us, not just excited about the NFL draft. And I love football. I love the Lions, but let's get excited about us. Let's get excited about us. This is up by us, for us, and for everybody. We have people from all faiths, all colors, all ethnicities who are part of this. And it just brings people in a spirit of being neighborly. Neighborhoods Day, and Detroit is a city of neighborhoods.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say in the city, a lot of times there is a lot of enthusiasm about the city. You're right. A lot's been going on in downtown, midtown, Portown, and we're very proud of that. Absolutely, it's great to hear the positive vibe coming into the city. But the city is also, to your point, is 139 square miles, where people are spread out from east side to west side, southwest to northwest, north end, you name it. Detroit is an expansive city. Obviously, you spanned over 139 square miles. And what you're doing, just a point of personal privilege for 1 second, is I've seen you in action. And I've seen how the residents, come together on that one particular day, the first weekend in August. And to your point, Luther Keith, because I want to give you public acknowledgement for your passion, your commitment, for everything that you're doing, your board members, your sponsors, everyone who's involved in certainly making this happen on an annual basis, which is uniquely Detroit, because what you're putting your time, talent, and energies behind making the neighborhoods what they should be, because people want to live in neighborhoods, give them something that they feel good about.
Absolutely. One thing I want to emphasize is, again, we don't do this. All this stuff doesn't just happen on August 3rd, but August 3rd is our way of building something into big enough to where it's something grand, because people do this work every day of the year, but you can't have a big party every day of the year. Yes. I like to say, Mark, your parents love you every day of the year, but on your birthday, you get the chocolate cake. Okay. This is the chocolate cake. This is the chocolate cake for all the people in the neighborhoods. Neighborhoods Day, August 3rd. Register right now at arisedetroit.org. You're going to get your banners. You're going to get your T-shirts. You're going to get your vouchers. You're going to get some publicity. We also hire video teams, reporters, the whole 9 yards. And if you go to our website right now, risedetroit.org, you can actually see video of Neighborhoods Day from last year. And it is mind blowing when you see all this incredible footage and the excitement that this generates. So one last thing, Mike, is that we kind of attach a new phrase to this year's campaign. We're calling it the My Neighborhood Matters campaign. Everybody had picked up on my this, my that. Well, we're picking into My Neighborhood Matters. So by that we're saying, tell us what is special about your neighborhood. What makes your neighborhood special is Mr. Jones down the street. It's the way the people look after the kids. We have a great park. We have great meet and greets with our community members. In my own neighborhood, I just did. We have monthly picnics, get-togethers, what have you, in the neighborhood, just to build that neighborhood spirit. So again, just like every person is special, my neighborhood is special. And my neighborhood means all the neighborhoods. I'm talking about everything from Linwood to Palmer Woods. Okay, they're all special.
Yeah. Well, and as we wrap up, and I appreciate your time. I know you're busy. You're in demand right now. The interviews. But this is August the 3rd, and you said
August
people
the
can go
3rd.
to August is a Saturday. And
It's a
what time
Saturday.
is it? All day?
All
half
day.
a day?
Everybody can create their own event. We don't tell anybody what to do it. Just don't do anything illegal. But you can, your event, it can be 2 hours, it can be 5 hours, it can be all day long. It's up to you. And I have to say this one last thing, Mark. We get great support from the city of Detroit because Ron Brundage, who runs a DPW for the city of Detroit, he arranges a special pickup for all the groups that do beautification projects and have debris left over from Neighborhoods Day. The city of Detroit does a special pickup for Neighborhoods Day. That's awesome. Really big. That's really big. So the city of Detroit, and matter of fact, Mayor Duggan has been out to he's out. If you see it, go to our video on our homepage, risedetroit.org, you'll see video of that. And the city of Detroit has been very, very supportive of this as well. So it really is a partnership of us and our corporate sponsors and foundations like Maya, the Skillman Foundation, the Kresge Foundation, our primary fund, and others have all made this day possible. And most importantly, the people of Detroit themselves in the neighborhoods have made this day possible.
Well, Luther Keith, I want to congratulate you again for the annual Neighborhoods Day. Congratulations for all the hard work that you're doing. Go to risedetroit.org to register, get more information about it. It's a worthwhile event. Hey, you have your own city in your own hands. You can do whatever you want to do on the Neighborhoods Day 2024. Luther Keith, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time. And all you tuning into this week's In the Conference with Mark S. I want you to go up and get a great day. Hey, stay cool. It's nice and hot out there. Hey, but I'm not complaining. It's give me the heat each and every single day. This is the Motor City. I don't need to say anything else because we know what's on the other side in 6 months. Go out and get a great day. Make it a great week. We're going to check you out next time in the Conference Room with Mark Hensley.
Because I live in Detroit, I was able to get tuition-free college through the Detroit Promise. I feel very fortunate working with the Detroit Promise. They were able to afford me so many opportunities. I'm currently studying media production and journalism at University of Michigan Dearborn. I'm looking to take my talents further into the production industry, short films. I love working with people here, and this is where I want to be. And that's why I'm Detroit for life.